Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining our community, we do have open slots available in this campaign, in the Sunday campaign, but we're down to just one open slot in that game, as well as the Tuesday early campaign. So be sure to reach out and let me know if you're interested. Now, without further ado, the party has heroically wrapped up their quest, destroying the Nightblade's grip within Palanthas, systematically working their way through the city to find all of the leaders and all of the influential individuals within their organization and taking their lives or sending them to jail. After you have done this, you have discovered this new place, the Iron Mall, deep within the guts of Palanthas, where most of you view this place as a disgusting reminder of what happened. One of you seems to have a peak of curiosity towards the location, an intrigue, a wanting for it, for, who knows, nefarious or profiting reasons. And after you are done down here, you all start venturing your way back up, where you find Soft Eyes waiting for you. He takes a look at all of you, most of you very well beaten, and just smiles. Looks like you guys had a little bit of a run-in down there, huh? How'd it go?
100% success rate.
Did you
The
get...
last of them is dead.
Well, I have to say this is probably the easiest job I've had in a while. But hey, good job, everybody. That's really impressive, taking out this organization, and you're just new to the city. Well, most of you anyways. Good job, Neezy. I didn't think you had it in you, buddy. He goes over and pats you on the shoulder.
What can I say? I'm full of surprises, Soft Eyes.
Well, I think, shall we meet in the morrow? Head over to the harbors, to get our payment?
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. I could use some rest and, well, figure out the last of this.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, sir. Good idea.
Well then, you guys go ahead and go take your leave back over to your home. As you are walking there through the city streets, go ahead. The floor is yours.
So this crisis, I feel like, is done at this point. What are we gonna do next? Do we go back to just doing the help board? Does anybody have anything they really pressingly want to do?
Above the table, I don't have anything pressing. We can look at the board. Where is the board? Oh, town board. There it is.
So the artisan's quarter theft is finished, right?
Correct. We can draw a line through that. Um, nope. Oh yeah. Nope. A bunch of them just got lined out. Did we do all this? Okay,
So-
we did the orphan.
Joey, we sort of like time jumped. Have we already received the
I
lordship
think we just
and the manor?
That's what we're going to do right now.
Okay.
jumped
Yeah.
back in time. We went back
Yeah.
just a little bit to like right after we completed, went up, saw Soft Eyes. How did it go?
Yeah,
How did it go down there?
Yeah.
And then we'll move into my assumption.
You guys are 30 minutes post that fight.
I do suggest before we jump too much deeper into anything that we take some time to rest and maybe solidify our positions that we'll gain through finishing this. Yeah, I wouldn't mind maybe putting up more of a off the books location in that area we just cleared out. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having a place that's a little more off the map than our, not that I don't love our country estate, but it seems like a waste to leave that down there.
Seems like a decent enough idea. Are we? How many of the Nightblades remain? We had that list of operatives. If you want to keep the Iron Maw, we're gonna have to literally like eliminate all of them.
I thought we had eliminated all of them versus us.
We
and
had
Soft
eliminated
Eyes.
most of them.
Right, but Soft Eyes had eliminated a few as well.
Yeah. Between you all and Soft Eyes, they're all dead, or the one guy who's still in jail. Who's alive in jail. There was 3. Soft Eyes killed 2.
And then he killed the last watcher while we were on our way to the church.
Yep.
Because that was a guy he just killed in the street while we all walked past.
Hopefully. But
We assume he's dead. Soft Eyes said he dealt with him.
Soft Eyes
Yes.
definitely killed someone.
Yeah, we hope he was the watcher. I guess
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
Yes, I am.
He's just waiting for his buddies. Just looks suspicious, looking around. Like, where are they? They should have been here 5 minutes ago.
Nezian, if you would want to do something down there, feel free. I have no desire myself, but I don't think anyone would complain if you. Are you planning on letting people know that you're down there, or are you going to be keeping this?
Yeah, I think that kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, certain members of my boss will probably know. I mean, obviously you guys, but I don't know that I'll keep it as, a registered address kind of thing. I don't plan on getting mail and deliveries there as much as I can avoid it.
I understand. Yes, feel free. I have no desire down there. You can do as you wish.
Well, if you're going to convert this space, we've got the map of all the entrances. You'll probably need to map those out and maybe block some off or
Yeah, that's a
something.
very good call. I do need to check through those and make sure that we know all the entrances to the building. Don't want any surprise guests showing up unannounced.
Especially from an unseen location, like they just come through some secret passage, bypassing any defenses you've set up.
True.
But yeah, I don't really want to exist underground. You gotta be able to see the sky, man.
Well, I guess most people like to see the sky. What about you, Fran? Any desire to live underground? I know that room's got some creatures in there that could probably use someone to take care of them.
I know what you're doing, and I'm going to tell you right now the only reason why I'm going to come live with you, and I am going to come live with you because somebody needs to watch you. And I'm going to watch you.
I'm not sure how
Never.
to take that, Fran. That's so untrusting of you.
We know I don't trust you.
Oh, but I'd hope
Where have
maybe
you been?
I'd hope maybe we'd gotten over that by now, Fran. No, still working on it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe cohabitation will bring us closer together as team members.
You make that sound so domestic. I hope you like washing my underwear.
You can do your own laundry, Fran.
Now I just imagine every time you
That
go to
we
do your
lost her.
laundry, that you just find Fran's laundry mixed into yours.
I don't remember my pants being this short. Oh, goddamn, it's Fran.
Are these booty shorts? No, they're just fucking leggings for Fran.
Guess you're lucky that I don't wear a shirt.
That does not make that concept better, Fran. That does not make that concept better. Well, I would, yeah, I mean, it'll probably take me some time to do that, so I probably wouldn't mind taking a little bit of time off before we pick our next list on the board. Unless you guys desperately want to get back into it.
No, I think a well-deserved break. Some rest would be do us some good. And there may or may not be anything on the board at the moment. So yeah, some rest.
Well, I guess then for tonight, let's start with getting rest for tonight. Let's go have a sleep.
All right. Well then.
And then we'll go find out how much we've got to work with in the morning.
Well, you all find your way over to the Golden Estates. As soon as you walk into your front door, you can smell the sweet aroma of cinnamon incense in the air. You look over and you see Lorien sitting by the fireplace reading a book. As he closes it, seeing all of you walk in. Hello. It's been a minute since I've seen all of you. How have you been?
Oh, good. We're good, I believe.
Well, what were you out doing this entire time?
Cleaning, right, Nisian? Fran? Rodvar?
Oh,
Fran
yeah.
did a great job. Fran was amazing.
Yes, and I don't believe for 1 minute, Lorien, that you don't already know. Somehow you magically make songs
Magically
all
make
the time of what we're doing.
I know what you all are doing because literally he tells me. He just points at Advar.
I share a few stories with him as well.
You do.
Songs. Yes.
And I
Yes,
think
everybody
I've done justice for you.
So it's everyone but me that's spilling beans to Lorien.
Spilling beans. I'm trying to make sure you all are regaled as the heroes that you are.
Much appreciated.
It is the songs of legends that allow legends to live forever. So, do you all want a cup of tea before you retire to bed? Somebody tell me what you did last night. And you don't have to go into it. You can literally say, I tell him, or, you know.
I would love some tea, and I'll be very happy to share the story with you.
Lovely, lovely. Earl Grey, right?
Do you
Yes.
have anything stronger? It's been quite a day.
I have whiskey for the tea.
Yeah.
Or coffee. Coffee's stronger.
No,
I don't make coffee. No, I don't.
Nesian's going to bed. He refuses to socialize with Lorien.
He's just too in his Palanthian days.
A real city man, Nesian is. Fuck all these people, singers, musicians, ruining my damn city.
Bards are bad for the city. That's the company policy. Nesian's following it.
Yep.
That's my role for telling him the story, throwing a little music in there, some moving around.
Very well. Well then, after the evening, you regale him with recounting of what exactly transpired, and he'll clean up after you all as you head on up to bed. It's really nice to have I mean, it's shitty to call him a servant because, like, he's not really a servant. He's just tending and taking care of you all out of, I guess, niceness, you have to assume, or whatever else you want to assume about him. That's your call, Nesian.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that is not my assumption.
But
I haven't figured him out yet, but I know there's something shady going on. I just don't know what.
very true, very true. So, one by one, you all go to bed. And you lay your heads down to begin your long...
Roll for initiative.
No, not yet. No,
Because Lorian slits all your throats in your sleep.
Just Nesians.
Yeah, all right, well, that sounds right.
So, complete your long rest. As dawn breaks, a soft golden hue spills through the cracked shutters of your rooms. The air is crisp, tinged with a faint scent of rain-soaked cobblestone and distant cooking fires. The wariness of battle clings to you all like a shadow, but it's met with something unfamiliar. Silence. Not the tense stillness of danger, but the peaceful kind that precedes a city awaking in gratitude. The sounds come first, not the clash of steel or whispered threats, but cheers, faint but growing louder, like waves against a shoreline. Who's the first of you to waken up to this sound?
But Nesian went to bed the soonest.
Right.
It's kind of what I was thinking.
So Nesian, you wake up first hearing the loud sounds of what you have to assume is a riot, because, you know, your experiences. When you look through the shutters, outside your window, the city of Palanthas stirs with life. Its people are moving, banners of soft blues and silver are being cast upwards, the colors of Mishikal. And you see these crimson threads stitched into the city's crest being pulled out and posted out front of your estate loudly. Makeshift garlands hang between lantern posts. Garlands. Their flowers fresh despite the dust of the city still recovering. Down below, you see crowds are gathering along the cobbled streets. Merchants, common folk, even children clutching scraps of cloth and crude drawings of what they imagine you all look like. As you see, Lorian is out front, organizing these groups of individuals and getting them to start building up what appears to be a celebration. Among them, Nesian, you see one guard standing vigilant out front of the estate, keeping people from stepping onto the property. The guard, Captain Vornhaus. Everyone else?
I'm gonna go wake everyone up. I think we're under siege. Lorian appears to have gathered the masses for siege. I think we're it doesn't look good.
Why are they sieging us?
I don't know. It looks like Lorian riled him up over something. You never should have trusted that barn.
This Nightblade conspiracy goes deeper.
Lorian's one of them.
Oh no.
As now Nesian and Avar are arming themselves, apparently.
Yes.
Fran and Ebenezer, you're definitely awake during all of this now.
Yes. If anyone's near my door,
Two arms!
they
Two
might hear something.
arms!
What were you
They
saying?
might hear something like, if anyone's near my bedroom door, they might hear something like, I don't know what Nesian's done. I'll be back. It seems he's gotten into trouble. And I will come outside my bedroom door. No armor, because that takes time to don. But I do have my great sword. I'm holding in my hand, but
That's confident.
Nesian. my. Never mind, I was gonna make it horrible.
Exactly.
What is the ruckus that you're? What is going on?
Well, look outside yourself. It's obviously some sort of lynch mob or something. He's got them all riled up over something.
Go to the door and open up the door. I didn't
Don't
see
open the
anything.
door. I've experienced this before. We all got to leave through the back.
Yes. Thank God the guard captain's out there protecting us for now, but that crowd's going to overwhelm him at some point.
Ebenezer.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything from my window. My perception's horrible. And I will open up the door for a better look to see what's going on.
As you were standing there in your nightgown, you look out and you see the crowds of people setting things up and immediately start to hear woo as people start cheering hatfully.
I will give a wave. Fran, you should come see this. They are celebrating you and us and the cleaning crew.
Fran gets up out of bed, stark naked, grabs her short sword and her dagger, and just starts walking towards the front door.
Ebenezer, there's children out there.
Fran, you might want to cover up just a little bit.
Fran is half asleep and stumbling.
I will. There's a coat rack near the door, and I
Right over,
Bravo.
Fran.
Yeah.
Anybody? Oh,
Turn me
actually,
around and just-
roll for cloak. I'm gonna say a D3. A 1, it's Nesian. 2, it's yours. 3, it's Advar's.
There we go.
Oh, I
Did it
hope
go?
I get the rat.
2, it's Ebenezer's cloak.
Do I get the rat cloak?
No, that's Advar's.
That's
Ah,
how it
shit.
works.
So.
Yeah.
As
Okay, so I
Rat
go
running
back and I
around.
start putting clothes on.
All right. So you get dressed, and when you open up the front door again and step outside, you hear the crowd surge once again with liveliness as they see all of you standing there, and you can see a couple of people break through the picket line set up front as one of the little kids runs directly up to you, Nesian. Hi, my daddy's bake shop was by the people who got murdered. Here, and hands you a fresh loaf of bread.
Nice.
Ooh,
Thanks.
I wonder if this is poison. I'm gonna check
I
it.
don't.
I'm gonna check it for poison now that I have the poison ability from Rogue. I'm gonna check to see if this is poison.
All right. I believe that is a poisoner's check utilizing wisdom. And if you are proficient in medicine advantage?
I don't actually have the poisoner supplies, but I have that poison ability from rogues.
Yeah, you're proficient in poisoners.
Okay.
So, yeah, you roll the ability. You're not taking it apart and dissecting the bread. You're just
Right.
seeing if there's any signs of break in the bread.
Yeah, you're just smashing this loaf of bread like everything looks good.
I'm just gonna roll. Oh, well, I have to set those up on my sheet. So right now, I'll just roll calligraphers, but because I don't have the other one set up on my sheet yet, I'll put them on my sheet here in a minute. I do not have medicine, so I do not have advantage.
Can
All
I
right.
help him somehow?
If you're proficient in poisoners,
No, I don't
Yep.
think so.
then
Probably not.
unfortunately this is not something you are adept at. But a 14.
Yeah.
Nesian, suspicious of the bread, eyes it all around. The bread handed to you by a small child who seems to be celebrating all of you right now for, stopping the bad men that murdered someone next to her daddy's shop. Nesian, there's no breaks on the surface of the crust. The crust seems completely still. They would have to cook with the poison, which is like a 10-hour process. Nobody even knew you were going to be here 10 hours ago. That's a little too
Alright.
paranoid.
All right.
But Ebenezer, as the child hands you the bread, a different child runs up to you, Fran. You're a goblin?
Yeah.
Oh, they told me you were a halfling.
If that's better, then I'm a halfling.
Oh, sorry. Kender, sorry.
If Kenders are better than goblins, then I'm a Kender.
No, she's a goblin. She's one of the best.
But you speak. Do you eat people? Or do you eat food?
No.
Oh, you eat
I'm
food?
I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, well, this won't help you very much. And they hold like a bundle of meats.
My friends love meat. They love it a lot.
Oh, here you go. And they put another bundle of herbs on top of it. We got that fresh from the butcher's this morning.
Thank you. It's very kind.
Immediately, Captain Vornhaus runs over, and you can see the other guards keeping people from entering onto the state. All right, now come with me, children. We have to give them some privacy so that they can get dressed. All of you get dressed. There's a apparently we're holding a festival for you all.
Oh, wonderful. And the kids that are coming up, I'm going to give. How many of them are there? There was
2.
2 that came up. I give each one of them a silver. Make sure you buy some books and read. It'll make you one of the best heroes when you grow up.
Wow! I can buy candy! The one kid runs.
Yeah. That's fine.
Roll me persuasion. Let's see if you convince one kid to be a reader.
All right.
It's like handing these kids like $100 bills.
Yeah, of course.
Silver
we're
piece.
famous.
Uncle
Jesus.
Ebenezer. He's...
Why exactly are we having a celebration,
10.
Captain?
I think we need to get out of here.
10. Well, your apparently adventuring manager Lorian over there has spent the entire evening crying to the town, telling everybody what has happened with your success in quelling a threat underneath the city and to saving all of us. I did what I could to allow you your discretion, but they did require a figurehead for all of this attention. And he just looks at Ebenezer.
Yes, well, it's fabulous that we were able to help out, and maybe we will serve as a some type of thing people can look forward to doing. Like maybe we can inspire those that are out there to help clean up this city.
Yes, well, because of all of this, we have a festival to participate in, and the mayor would like to have a meeting with all of you during this festival to honorate your commitment to Palanthas.
Celebrations are fun, don't you agree, Bar?
Oh yeah, I love groups of people.
And this is
how wonderful.
a gift from the mayor. He leans in close to you, Neezy, and as he hands it over, the mayor's not giving you all a gift. This is your payment for the job well done, just if anyone asks.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Remember, we never work together.
Of course not.
But yes, you guys have fresh bread, fresh meats, herbs. You have herb-infused oil for the fresh bread, and they're going to give you some time to get ready, eat, and then head on out.
Oh, perfect. As the player now, I understand why I always get hungry while we play.
You haven't learned yet? Eat before the session.
Oh, how wonderful, how fabulous. Joey, could we say that maybe the town mission board doesn't have any current missions on it, which allows us to...
Absolutely.
Just relax until things get posted in the future.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, you guys, what are you doing? You're allowed another moment of privacy as you close your door, but apparently the people aren't going anywhere.
I watch such wonderful news. I must share this, and I go back to my room.
I would have rather done this behind the scenes, but I guess at least I can hide behind Ebenezer. I'm gonna go get dressed. Should probably all get dressed, Fran. In more than a cloak.
I think you should mind your own damn business.
No, Fran, you want to get dressed? You just got that new cloak.
I was planning on getting dressed, but then Easy and told me to get dressed. Now I don't want to get dressed.
Up the table, I had a girlfriend like that once. Okay, we got to be there in 20 minutes. And then she would just slow even more down.
By the way, Fran,
This is why I'm single, because I left after 20 minutes. I never waited.
God, you guys, women are not awful.
in the fight, we found what was it called? The mantle of the forest or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Cloak of Shadows.
Mental.
No,
Oh,
Advar has
no,
the
so
cloak
you
of
have the cloak.
shadows,
Sorry, yes. Sorry,
but Fran now has the mantle of the forest. It's like a druid ranger cloak. It like lets you hide as a bonus action if you're in shadows or something.
Oh, that's cool.
it is.
Fran is actually trying to furiously get dressed and pack up all of her shit and try to get out through the sewers. Like, Fran is not comfortable with all the people that are outside. I'm trying to get out. I'm leaving you guys. I'm getting out.
I think we kind of all have to be there, Fran.
Yes.
No,
yes,
I don't think anybody's
Fran,
gonna miss the goblin.
I will miss you, Fran. I need you to be with me for this. It's important. It's also important because we need to show the people that goblins are people too.
Did we ever put
Does
that item
anybody-
on her?
No,
Uh,
I'm looking. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it.
I thought
They're not
you
on.
put it in chat, but I can't find it.
Is it a-
Nature's mantle.
Nature's mantle.
Does anybody have a spell that can like transfigure me or something to look like a kinder?
Well, but here's the thing, Fran.
Yeah,
if-
Nesian can if you ask him
you,
nicely.
we just did amazing things for this city. You are part of that amazing thing that we did. You will be able to change the minds of people and their feelings about goblins. Goblins are just misunderstood by the people of this city, but you have shown them how wonderful and amazing you are. I need you to be there. Please, give me just this day.
Alright, the first person that comes up and stabs me, I'm stabbing him back and I'm running away.
You got it.
As you do.
As you
I-
do.
I can't actually cast disguise self on her. It is self.
I guess that's a good point, but Advar doesn't know how that works.
Can I jump on your back?
Fran, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go
I was
ahead.
say, can I jump on your back and just be like your humpback? And you
Uh,
can disguise us both.
Why don't you stay near me? I need someone also to watch my back and be close to me, please.
I know what you're doing, but okay.
All right.
I appreciate you more than you know.
Ebony.
I appreciate you.
So, who's eating the loaf of bread?
Oh, I'll have a piece.
So,
I will divide it up.
If you're
Yeah, I
offering
was-
it up. If
I
you're
was gonna say I was gonna make a sandwich. We got meat, we got bread.
That's true. Might as well make a sandwich.
So you all make sandwiches with this bread that has this little bit of seeds inside of it that is native to this entire region. The bread that they make have this unique seed inside that has a strong amount of fiber but also protein, but it adds a texture to the bread and toughness to the exterior while keeping the inside very soft and fresh at all times. As you sink your teeth in and start eating your sandwiches, oh, it is so delicious. And with that little bit of oil on top.
this sandwich, this amazing, absolutely good. Thank you.
Then you all walk outside yet again. The crowd erupts. As you can see now, everything is set up. There is large banners to Mishakal, banners to Palanthas itself, sitting outside as crowds of people have gathered in celebration for all of you. Guards form a respectful escort around you all through the cities towards the town square. Flowers are tossed from windows, petals rain down like fragile blessings. Even the grizzled vendors pause their haggling, nodding towards you all in respect. The city square is transformed. A raised platform stands before the gathered crowd, adorned with the combined banners of the Church of Mishakal and subtly the Shadow Syndicate's mark hidden in plain sight for those who know where to look. Of course, those of you that speak Thieves can't immediately notice it. The mayor is standing there, clad in ceremonial robes, expression polished for the crowd itself. To his right, there is a individual dressed in darker clothing standing there, smiling very brightly towards all of you. None of you recognize this man whatsoever, but he has a sharpness to his demeanor that stands out before you. As you step up the stage, the mayor will walk over towards you all. Mayor Townsend, by the way, everybody.
Mr. Mayor, and I do a small nod of the head bounce. Slight bow.
Ebenezer, I've heard quite an amount of good things about you, and about each of you over the last couple of days. He walks up and shakes each of your hands, wearing his perfect politician's face.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I could not have done it without the rest of the cleaning crew, and especially Fran here.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I understand. You all are heroes to the city, he proclaims loudly as the crowd begins simmering down a little bit. And Palanthas is indebted to all of you for this. Not only were you capable of discovering some deep roots of deceit within our city, you are also able to eradicate it, keeping us safe from all of them. I am ashamed that even my house was influenced and forced under their rule, though not to my knowledge, of course. I'm glad that you found my daughter, saving her life and reputation by discovering their deceit and malice natures.
We are. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, is there anything you guys want to say?
We are happy to help. Keeping this city clean so that we all may prosper is very important to us.
And what a marvelous job you all have done, he proclaims loudly. And as thanks, the city has offered you all permanency here. A home to call your own, a belonging to us all. We have before you, he holds up a key, offering it to you, the opportunity, nay, responsibility of lordship to the Lord City of Palanthas. Home and residency to one of our castles, to be fixed up, of course, but the entire city needs fixing at this point. Do you take this responsibility? And whom amongst you does?
We do take this responsibility, and we will do our best to uphold the values of this city.
And which of you shall become known henceforth as Lord?
Easy and slides backwards a little farther away.
Yes, I believe I can handle that responsibility. And I will step forward.
He will give you the key and pull out a contract for you to sign.
I seem to have forgotten my quill.
Oh, I have one.
Thank you, Advar.
Ebenezer, that's your quill.
I was gonna say it's the fancy crow feather one.
Oh, nice. Well, it was bound to be
I've
somebody's.
We still have to identify that, I think, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that later. And I will sign my name.
As you sign the contract and accept the key, Henceforth you shall be known as Ebenezer, Lord of the Trash Service. Or sewer service, was it? Sewer.
We are the cleaning crew, but my last name is Moonshadow, so.
Moonshadow.
Yes.
Lord Moonshadow. Lord of the cleaning crew.
Sure.
We will work on your honorific in time. But anyways, City, we have before you your first lords after the War of the Lance. And I am very proud to have this. And as such, we also have in celebration a new tale and song to be regaled to the masses, composed by their manager, Lorien. What was your surname? Just Lorien is fine, thank you. Lorien, he proclaims loudly. And everybody, let me get over here.
Have the sound on, let me get it on.
Heroes gather round the flame, secrets they do see, crafted blades at artisans, the city's heart they find. Beyond the shrouded alleys, the truth begins to unwind. Shadows fall in Palanthas, whispers in the night. Through the dark they rise together, hearts igniting light. Every secret corner they felt the watchful mind. Beneath the cloak of mystery, dangers coiled tight, yet courage sparked their spirits by the south side. In the lair of the villain whispers hold his song. The cloaked one hid his visage on a shadow throne. Shadows fall in Palanthas, but this night breaks anew. With the dawn, stand united, courage shine through. In the lair of deception, truth now takes its place, and the heroes of Palanthas find their rightful praise.
And as he finishes up your new song, the crowd begins cheering loudly. And Nesian, you notice every single syndicate member who is glaring at him from inside of the crowd right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, all of the praise need be directed towards our new Lord of Sewage, apparently.
We'll work on the title.
Advar's gonna woo loudly and then use prestidigitation to shoot sparks in the air.
Crowd begins erupting happily. Now, of course, over the next couple of weeks, we may discuss merchandising with all of you if you wish. I'd be more than happy to help guide you, or I'm happy to help guide you all through this endeavor, of course.
Much appreciated. So nice to see people in the city happy and celebrating.
It is a wondrous day. So we shall call this day yours. Everyone, open up your homes, your hearth, your hearts, and your stalls to the heroes that allowed this city to maintain its great demeanor, free from the clutches of corruption and power to be. Everyone, please, round of applause for them. The crowd erupts yet again, as Lorien's crowd work is legendary.
Nice.
Can afford to be a little less legendary, but
Such opposites, I love it.
So, as you step off the stage, that other individual walks up behind you, Nezian, and just smiles. Hello.
Hello.
Your payment will be received upon your bedchambers tonight.
I appreciate it.
Of course. I believe this is one of the first times we've ever met face to face, isn't it?
Do believe so.
He will stick his hand out to you. Pleasure, Nezian.
The pleasure. Do I know who this is?
Insight check.
I'm gonna use human for this. Because
Okay.
I really want to know who I'm talking to. Well, that's better at least. 14.
This is the first time you've ever seen the masked one with no disguise on. This is actually his face. Or the best disguise you've ever seen.
The pleasure is all mine, sir.
It's good that we have someone else drawing the attention and eye of all of this. But the syndicate is in celebration of all of you as well. You'll distribute the payment as is necessary, though I did receive word last night from Soft Eyes that he helped you all in this endeavor, at least in some small part.
Yes, I will make sure that he gets his portion.
Good.
For sure.
You did not fall in debt to him, did you?
No, there is no debt to him. The fact we negotiated for a lower percentage than his original request. So
Good call on that one. We can't have you being indebted to anyone else, can we?
no, that would be horrible to be indebted to anyone else.
Now, we are willing to take your portion of the payment as part of your debt to us.
Let's talk to Soft Eyes about that one.
Yeah. I'll have to figure out where all the percentages are with everyone else.
You should
before I
just
do that.
agree because you got 0%. You're like, yeah, you can have my portion.
Yeah, do
Sure
that
thing.
to the Shadow Syndicate.
Yeah, but then I got to admit to them that I had Soft Eyes. I lost my money to Soft Eyes.
I'll understand that. He's Soft Eyes.
Yeah. It's not them understanding Soft Eyes I'm worried about. It's them understanding me. Yeah. I would like, if there's a chance later, to talk about the disposition of the location that they had holed up. I think there could be some use for that. But I, of course, would like, full approval before doing anything.
This location, what was it named?
I'll glance around real quick just to make sure there's no one around us other than the people that already know this. They referred to it as the Iron Maw.
And you wish to utilize this for your own endeavors?
Yes,
In service to the Syndicate?
of course. I would just like to have someplace. Well, obviously, Lord Ebenezer and the rest of the group, well, all of us will have a public front and a public location. There's times that it's better to be able to do business and people to do business with where it's best not to do that out in the public eye. And I think that could be a good place to do it.
It's yours. However, under one condition. The body of the cloaked one, does it remain down there?
I'm assuming we didn't remove it. I don't
No.
think anybody said they did. Yeah, no, it's still down there.
I need it retrieved and handed over to me. He and I go a ways back.
I do not foresee that being a problem, sir.
And the mention of this association or his appearance or anything else like that, off the table for anyone.
I will make sure to mention that the to my fellow members that were involved in the process to leave all of this quiet.
Good. You see, once upon a time ago, the Cloaked One and I walked the same path. Though we had to deviate from that. We were both in the service of a different organization. He decided he wished to follow our mentor, our leader, into the Nightblades, to cull the weak, whereas I decided that my path was more well suited to the Shadow Syndicate, to be able to cowl everybody together, bring them all into the same people, so that we can profit and prosper from the shadows appropriately. I would like this information to stay between us. And, Nesian, you do understand why I'm telling you this, correct?
Why you're telling me about your previous knowledge of him?
Yes.
I admit I'm not 100% sure why, though I appreciate the confidence.
Oh, confidence has nothing to do with it. You see, now that you are the sole individuals in this city who has this information, if this information looks as if it might be coming to light, it is your responsibility to make sure that it does not get out. Or, I have to presume, you are to blame for it getting out.
Of course. Well, the less people that know certain things, the better, for sure. I will make sure that certain pieces are not spread, and I will make sure that other pieces are never known.
Of course. Now, Fran. Holly.
Did you fall asleep?
Yeah,
I think
did
she
a
fell
little touch
asleep.
and go. She had just came back up.
Oh,
and
no.
3 seconds ago, the head went.
Just a second.
Now we just have the bear's eyes
The
on
bear's
us.
eyes.
Yeah, I love it.
We need to get her an owlbear onesie.
Yep.
Holly, you're back. Welcome back. So, the masked one looks at you. Fran, we heard that you had a little gathering of your folk happening off the bay inside of the mountains. Is that correct? If you go all the way back to like session 1 or 2,
Yeah, early on when we went through
the hobgoblin and goblin encampment in the mountain,
Tunnels.
Yeah.
the ones that the
Yeah.
Shadow Syndicate was using to attack people and kill them.
Oh, I forgot that was them.
You know, I honestly do not recall. I don't really know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, we found out you're associated with them, and that they were supposed to be granted some amount of liberation from you. And admittedly, my specific role in our organization, I was not fully aware of their motivations to assist us. I did not know we were treating them that poorly. As thanks for your discretion, I am going to offer them permanency in that location. The Syndicate will recognize them as their own folks and people. However, we will need a mutual party to help us parlay terms of our agreements and future dealings with one another. Given your status within civilization and goblinoid demeanor, perhaps you shall be that source of influence.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
Very good. Now, after today, I'll give you the details about what we're specifically trying to achieve. But in the meantime, enjoy your celebration. Everyone here views you all like heroes. And then he will walk away from all of you. And I think this is a good break time, everybody.
Yeah.
Be right
Get
back.
some coffee into Fred.
All right.
Yep.
Welcome back, everybody. So where last we left off, the party had begun their celebration as the new Lord of Palanthas has been designated. Lord Moonshadow of the cleaning service, the sewage. We'll figure out exactly what it is in the future. But you've also learned about the amount of respect you're being given now in the city, given your ability to help it, your ability to help bring newer things to fruition, and to save it from impending dangers that nobody seemingly knew was even afoot. During the celebration, each of you are approached numerous times by individuals who are so incredibly thankful for you, so incredibly happy that you are here. They even begin to hand you all free things. Despite this being a city of little means for the common folk, they're very excited to be handing you all just little trinkets of thanks and gratefulness. I want each of you to come up with a trinket that somebody in this city gives to you that means something to your character. Let's start with Ebenezer.
It's going to take me a second to think about that because I wasn't prepared, so. We can come back to me. I have a slight idea, but I just need to
Anyone else?
figure out.
I can go.
Okay.
I think an older member of the town, someone who was here before the war in the fall, was previously a librarian for the Great Library when it still completely stood. And when everything went down, he managed to save a few of the rarer tomes. And that he's kind of kept them on his own and not necessarily returned them to the library because it's not completely rebuilt yet. And he gives Nezian an old copy of the history of Palanthas from its original founding. And, talks about the first centuries or so of the founding of Palanthas and history about the city.
Okay. So, we'll name this old man Dusty. Dusty Robes. He approaches you in the middle of the gathering. This very elderly man who needs to be assisted by others to come over and sit by you as he kneels slowly to get into his chair. You're associated with that, Lord Moonshadow, correct?
Yes, the Lord is a good friend.
Well, thank you for your wonderful service to the city. We've gone through a handful of different disreputable organizations over the years. I'm a little afraid that the history may get lost eventually. I would like you to have this, please, to make sure it stays safe and remembered. And he'll push over the tome to you.
Nezian will take a brief peek through it. Yeah. It's very kind of you. This is an old book. You must have had this for a long time. Even you couldn't have been there for the writing of this one.
No, just a few additions. I added in what transpired during the war. But this city does not allow new librarians or bookkeepers. Perhaps you can keep note of the future tales of our great city.
I would be honored to do so. And, maybe I can push my friend, the Lord, to do a little bit more for the sake of a library in history. It's important to remember what came before us.
It is, it is. It's the one use us fossils still have for all of you. Thank you, sir. And whom would like to go next?
I can go next.
Alrighty.
So it's a piece of cloth, like a handkerchief that's been embroidered with my initials, EM, but also they've embroidered the same symbol that I wear on myself, which is the dragonfly with the wings that are the figure eights of Mishakal, and it's in blue, and it was brought to me from one of the either children or employees at the orphanage.
Oh. So, one of the younger kids. Let's name her Cynthia Cooper. She comes over to you. Mr. Lord Ebenezer, Ebby?
Yeah, Ebby's fine. Yes.
You look down at this maybe 5-year-old girl, 6 at most, but very young.
Oh, how precious. How are you?
I'm safe, thanks. Thanks for the new home.
I'm very happy to hear that.
We made this, and you can see the stitch work was definitely done by one of the other caretakers of the orphanage, but you know how it goes.
This is absolutely stunning and wonderful.
I did this
I hope
part. It's the E that's backwards.
It's great. This is fabulous. I shall cherish this and keep it on me always. And I will take the embroidered cloth. And I will look around. I have something for you. You can get some candy, but also put some aside so that later on you can help do something just as well for the city. And I hand her a silver piece.
Oh, yeah, thank you. And she'll take it and very excitedly goes running off as you have Cynthia Cooper's handkerchief.
Nice.
Whom would like to go next?
Real quick, Ebenezer, is that the goddess's symbol or your house?
So it is kind of like that. You're assuming it's the house symbol because it's not exactly the goddesses. It's just that the dragonfly wings. So the goddess, her symbol is like a figure 8, and so the dragonfly wings are like actually an elongated 8, but there's 2 of them. So it's basically her symbol on top, superimposed on top of the dragonfly.
Okay, that was it.
Yep.
Thanks.
So who's next?
I can go.
Absolutely.
Okay, so just so I understand the parameters, I'm describing a gift that someone is giving me, and then you describe the person that is giving it to me.
A trinket of a gift. So it's something.
A trinket.
Yeah, something small that doesn't have maybe a lot of roleplay applications or it doesn't have a lot of mechanical applications perhaps, but has a significant meaning to your character.
Okay. So the trinket that I am given is a handmade necklace that has it's one of those grass necklaces that has little flowers in it, but the main center pendant is walnut. And when Fran gets it, well, I'll get to that point later, but yeah, that's what I get. It's a handmade grass necklace with a walnut as a pendant.
Okay. And whom gives this to you? Why is that significant?
A little girl.
Okay. You see this this little girl comes over to you. As she walks up, you see her she's a tabaxi. The cat-like folk who are bipedal and are people, but a lot of civilization and society seems to ostracize them. She walks up to you with her hood and just like slowly moves the necklace over to you. Hi?
Hey. You alright?
Yeah. Thanks for helping the city. My name's Perry. Perry Mutable?
Hey, Perry. Nice to meet you. My name's Fran.
Good to meet you, too. You can, have this, my mom, said that these, they keep the bad thoughts of others away and puts it into the little acorn.
Fran takes the necklace and drops down to both knees and just holds it in both her hands, and a single tear rolls down her cheek. And then, if it's okay, she grabs the little girl and holds her,
Oh, yeah.
and then gives her a hug, and says thank you.
Yeah.
You have no idea what this means to me.
Thanks. It's pretty cool seeing a goblin up there.
Hey, it's pretty cool seeing you.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever met one of you before.
I've never met one of you.
Well, now we ain't strangers, so feel free to always say hello.
Yep. And then cornball.
Okay. I guess I'll have so another Kender in the city will give Advar it's like a bear's tooth, but it's carved into an owl, and it's like to like clasp your cloak.
Oh, really cool. So, while you're sitting out at one of the many taverns you guys are touring around and enjoying, you see this one Kender walking over to you, missing an eye, clearly from some type of fight. Hey, man. Name's
Hi.
Gab Hypo. How you doing?
Well, it's good to meet you.
Yeah. That's pretty good work you did out there, man. Taking out all those bad. You know, if I still had my good eye, I probably would have joined in on that fun.
Oh, you don't need two eyes to do what I do.
Well, clearly it's not seeing things. Listen, man, really appreciate what you're doing out there in the city. It's good. I found this like 30 years ago. And, yeah, it just appeared in my pocket one day, you know? And
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah. Ever since then, I was able to. I haven't lost another eye. Pretty good luck charm for me, and you know, I'd like for you to have it if you will, man. I think that'll keep you safe.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, hey,
I just got a new cloak. I can put this on it.
Oh, awesome! Here. Let's see how it looks. Be careful. It's actually really sharp, despite its owl-like nature. And you see, like, it does have like a sharpened horns for the horned owl.
Nice.
You could definitely cut somebody. It doesn't do a lot, but you can cut someone with it. There you are. Yeah, that looks good on you, man.
It does.
Yeah.
Fits my whole aesthetic.
Hey, there's a park of us around here.
Really? Where's that?
Oh, over towards the east end, right outside of the gate. The old
Nice.
city wall. Yeah. That park out there, there's a whole bunch of us. We like to hang out there. We drink. We have parties. We just hang out all the time. It's really cool. Maybe you can talk to your lord friend about us being able to start buying places to live. Um, renting's a bitch.
Yeah. But you know, renting's better when you're moving around.
There ain't much moving nowadays. The roads have been destroyed, and it's. I mean, like we take to the wilderness sometimes, but a lot of us
Yeah.
have been dying out there. There's a few
Yeah.
of us that were killed by bugbears moving through the mountains randomly. It's weird.
World's dangerous.
It is.
That's why we gotta look after ourselves as small folk.
Yeah. It's good to see us hanging out, man. And he goes for a fist bump. And each of you gets an inspiration from Donut. Thank you very much, Donut.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Miss you, bud. See you soon.
Yeah, miss you, buddy. So yes, since he didn't set up a rule for you using the inspiration, I'm going to say that is you remembering the trinket and having that surge of a reroll. Okay? Make sure you write it down, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, during the day, you all drink, you eat, and you are treated as well, you have to assume kings are probably treated. Not that any of you know kings or anything like that, but treated very well. Towards the end of the evening, you all retire back to your... Or no. You all go to check out the new estate that Ebenezer was gifted. And it is a run-down, ransacked looking place that clearly has scar marks on it from the battle with the dragons that took place in the city. Looking at it, it is in such an incredible amount of disarray. It is hard to believe that this was once a noble home. But Ebenezer, to you, it's a place to grow, a place to build, rebuild, and shape into your own home.
This is wonderful. Can't you just see it and see all the potential? And over there, we can have a table. And and look over here. We can have, and I will just continue to nerd out about the new place.
Yeah. As each of you checks out the new place. And then you all go to wherever you're going to sleep tonight. Where is everybody sleeping tonight?
I think for this evening, I'm still at the old place until I can, get things moved over and stuff into the bedroom. So, one last night at the old spot.
Yeah, I'll stay in the old house for now. I imagine it's going to take some time to get the other place.
Up to par, yes.
Yeah. I do need to. I do need to go get that body and take it somewhere.
Are you
Did he
doing
give
that
me-
tonight?
Oh, might as well get it out. Well, I guess we spent a whole day celebrating. I'll do it tomorrow.
Alrighty. So, everybody. You retire to your respective quarters and go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, you check out the town board, and there seems to be no missions, but plenty of things you all can work on in the meantime. You all have to take a minimum of 1 month to fix up your bastions. That is you taking things out from the sewers one to put into Ebenezer and Oddvar's, as you've already picked up.
Yeah.
And then after that, how much downtime would you all like to have?
I don't need a ton. A month is probably enough for me.
Well,
It depends upon how much Oddvar and Fran want to, because it takes a while to learn a new skill.
yep, a number
Or
of
do-
weeks equal to your 10 minus your intelligence modifier.
I think 10 weeks after the month would be good. Or 12 weeks would be 3 months. My math is right. So if we did a month of downtime and then 3 months after that, that would be 4 months of time passing by.
Is that good for everybody? Gives you enough time
Yeah,
to pick up
I
a
mean-
skill or tool proficiency.
Yep. And if you do well,
Sounds
and if
good to
your
me.
intel is good, then you got an extra couple weeks of
Yeah.
whatever.
So 3 months, 12 weeks. Or 4 months total. 1
4 months
month
total,
for Bastion setup and all of that jazz. And then,
Jazz hands.
Holly, we already updated your gold for how much you got paid from the mission.
Thank you.
Yep. Now, what you get to do, Holly, because we did this for everybody else, is utilize the Bastion system. You said you're moving into Nesian's Bastion, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Iron Wall.
I think we're gonna put her buildings though in the house. Was what it was, right, Fran? You're gonna move into the bat space, but I think you were gonna put your 2 buildings in the house.
It's connected.
Yeah, because they're connected. So Millie's going to take over, or Fran's going to take over the spider room and just live in there. That's
Okay.
what she told me. Because she doesn't
Hey.
trust me to live alone.
Well, it's an excuse to walk through the house naked.
But you're building your components of the Bastion into the Moonshadow estate.
Estate.
Okay. So then I brought you onto the wrong map. The area that is outlined in red is Oddvar's. The area outlined in blue is Ebenezer's. We have this handout right here. There you go. This area right here outlines what all of the specific rooms are inside of the estate, and even outlines what the special facilities are. Special facilities are a useful feature of your home that you get to customize to have a benefit during things like downtime. Now, the reason each of you is taking a month just to get the Bastion up and running is so that you'll have access to your facilities if you choose to use them during your remaining downtime. As you can see, the estate already has a smithy in it and a storehouse, as well as a garden and a sanctuary. Everybody gets to start with 2 special facilities. So what special facilities would you like? And I assume I have to go over what the options are.
Actually, Tim and I had already discussed this. What did we decide on? Or what did you help me decide
I
on?
sent you a message in Discord. Or do you
sorry.
want me to do it over here? It's up to you.
Just do it over here. Just do it over
Okay.
here. Because
And just as a point, so this map here, this is the 2nd floor of the estate. The 1st floor is trashed, so we got to fix it up, but we could probably do something with it later.
Yes.
But there's a cellar that has a number of large rooms in it that could also be used for facilities.
Mhm.
So
So
the
you're-
2. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so you're not limited to just these 3 rooms down here if you wanted to do something else. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
So the 2 that we had discussed, Fran, was a barracks, because you were talking about moving some
That's right.
goblins in.
Yep.
So you were gonna put goblin. You were gonna put goblin barracks in the house,
Goblin Barracks, nice.
That would be good in the cellar.
and
'Cause
then
it-
yeah, because they can see in the dark. And I'm assuming they're probably gonna come from that clan that she's now the
Yeah.
the city's
Representative of?
representative for. Maybe you'll even get Hoblin in there.
And I think that the barracks, I'm just going to double check. I think that I'm pretty sure it can be expanded as well. So that way, if you put it in the basement, it can grow. Let me just double check.
And then I think the other thing you were going to do was an armory, so that you could outfit your goblins.
All right.
Both of those would work well in the basement.
So are we going with the basement for the goblins?
Oh, yep. Yep, and you can enlarge the
Well,
barracks later
it's her
on.
decision if she's putting
Oh,
it
no,
in the
I,
basement
yeah, I'm
or
just
up
letting
front.
her. I'm just letting her know that it can be expanded later on. So you can make that bigger, where the barracks are, and then army does that.
And the entrance to the Iron Maw is in the it's in the cellar.
Mhm.
Fran actually found it.
Yes. You're the one that found the entrance between where we're living and where your goblins are living.
Yeah, and then and later on you can spend 2,000 gold to expand your barracks to accommodate 25 defenders, which is pretty cool.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good.
Because I think the armory gives you a bonus with Bastion Defenders. Yeah.
It does.
Whoa. Is somebody editing right now?
I'm not touching anything.
I can't
when you're
edit it. So.
No, okay. I was in the middle of editing and then it closed it out. Okay.
While your armory is stocked, your Bastion Defenders are harder to kill. When any event causes you to roll dice, blah blah blah. So yeah, so as your barracks gets bigger, your armory helps your barracks. It's pretty cool. And having the smithy reduces the amount of cost on, and we do have a smithy, so that'll reduce the cost of
Storehouse.
equipping the, because it says,
We have a lot of.
if your bastion
weapons.
has a smith, this is for the armory. If your bastion has a smithy, the total cost is halved, and that's for equipping your people. So that's pretty cool. Nice.
Oh wow.
All right, so are you going to put them onto this floor here, or do you want to see the basement and possibly put them there?
Basement.
All right, let's show. God damn it. Not enough real estate here. All right, what room are you going to outfit into the barracks? It
If I
has to be
recall-
roomy.
I was gonna
So
say
then
this one down here. I believe this is where the secret entrance is. In that room.
Yes.
So 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is that big enough for?
That is roomy. Yep.
Okay, then I'll do that as the barracks.
All right, and what was the other one we were going to add in?
Armory.
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 So Joey, when if you wanted to expand the barracks in a, so when you say expand, it doesn't necessarily have to be the room is expanded. Like you just add a room next to it, or like
Yeah.
across from it?
You make it go outwards, yeah. Armory. All right, there's Armory's details. Has to be roomy, so what room is going to be transformed into the Armory? The one right next to the barracks?
Yeah, let's do that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4. 7.
Is
by-
that good?
Yep, that'll do it. Trade. Stock armory. And this is not upgradable in size.
Okay.
Yeah, certain ones have enlargement details where it tells you how you can enlarge them. Alrighty. All right. Well, if we look at all of this, inside of this handout has all of the different mechanics that you have for the Moon Shadow Estate.
Nice.
And that is
Yay.
1 month set up with all of you working together in order to try to build up your new respective homes and features. Now, Fran, during that month's time, you are responsible to parlaying with the goblins in the mountains, as well as the Shadow Syndicate. As the Shadow Syndicate was controlling all of them, the Masked One claims he had no knowledge about, the situation around how they were utilizing them. He thought it was a mutual beneficial, and he's trying to reset up that beneficial situation under your supervision. So, what parameters would you like to set for how the two groups will work alongside one another? What do the goblins get for helping with the Shadow Syndicate's goal of, ambushing people out there, but, the right people?
Shit, I have no idea. I don't even know how to come up with that. I guess they don't get bothered when they go to trade things back and forth. When they go to use the roads back and forth, nobody bothers them. They can just free trade.
So you open up free trade.
Open up free trade.
Okay.
I feel like somehow food needs to be a part of this, where they can have access to food or bring in food, or well, I guess that's free trade. I'm sorry, I don't have enough game knowledge to make this decision.
Can Nesian offer you a few suggestions, Fran, as we're living together?
Yeah.
Nesian, as a gesture of goodwill towards Fran, will give you a few minor suggestions. Maybe allowing a few of the goblins to rotate living in the city, getting the people used to goblins being in the city. So, they don't become such a weird thing whenever a goblin shows up, slowly building trust between the city and the goblin, or at least with the commoners of the goblins. Access to the markets would be good, because that kind of feeds your food thing, giving them access to the markets. And then, maybe renegotiate whatever percentage of the loot that they got from the people that they ambush. Nesian was trying to think of a better word than ambush that would have been more acceptable.
No, that's their ability. Yeah, ambush.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Nesian doesn't know what the original split was.
There wasn't a split. It was, you do this for us or we're going to kill you.
So maybe they get 50%, or well, maybe not 50. That's too high. 25% of any goods that they seize. That they could then give back. They could use to spend in the town.
That is a really good idea. I like it.
Okay. So, Fran, you get to roll a persuasion, being helped by Nesian.
Okay.
So you have advantage. 13. Okay. The Syndicate is not willing to give them a percentage of the loot. However, the Syndicate is more than happy opening up trade routes, allowing them to have their own system of running that mountain that is completely their territory alongside the trade routes. And the Syndicate is going to pay them gold for what they are doing. having a static retainer of 100 gold a month if their services are used or otherwise. But they are retaining all of the loot.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
I'm curious if you're establishing trade routes, is there gonna be loot?
So, the way it worked previously was people would be brought in there. Oh no, the goblins killed them, and then
Yeah.
take all the shit. The person who brought them in for the goblins would take all the shit and take it all the way back to the syndicate, which they are still going to do. Trade route is established, so now the goblins have an in to the city, which is Fran, in order to buy things here, spend their money here, gather things they want, trade other things they find outside of the Shadow Syndicate's, workarounds. They would offer them a percentage if the goblins join the Shadow Syndicate, but neither group would be really excited to do that. The goblins want to be their own entities. They don't want to be bossed around by anybody else. They're strong, independent goblins. They don't need no syndicate.
Right.
That sounds right.
Yep. So, with that being said, that is your first month. Now, everybody, you have 3 more months of downtime, a total of 12 weeks, in order for you to try to do something. Fran, before you pass out, what did you want to do with your downtime? Did you want to pick up a skill, a tool proficiency, or perhaps work on something?
So, I think that I'm looking at the tools and I'm thinking that either leather working tools would be good, or I thought about smith's tools, but I don't know if that's really relevant for me. So wood carvers. So yeah, I think I want to do leatherworkers tools.
Okay.
Is that stupid? I don't
No.
know.
No, if you plan on using leather workers in anything that you do, then it's good to have the proficiency. Especially if nobody else in the party has it, which I don't think any of you do.
What are some of the things that, like, you were... Nesian did something earlier that required a skill that I wanted to help with, but I didn't have that skill. How do I learn that skill?
Poisoning, you would have to be taught it by Lesian.
By Oh, God.
Or by somebody else who knows it, but that's not something people advertise that they know. It's something that's very lucrative to know. Nesian knows
poisons.
it. Yeah.
So if I wanted to learn poisoning from Nesian, would that take over the leatherworking tools?
Yes.
Okay.
And that would also be up to him if he's willing to teach you and how much he charges you for it.
Or you
Oh,
could
he's
find
not
someone in
gonna-
the syndicate.
He's not going to charge me anything. I can already tell you that right now. He's not going to charge me anything.
That link I sent you, Fran, does
Yeah.
list the kind of things you can make with that kit.
Yeah.
So, like there are some things you can make with leather workers. I mean, you can make armor, you can make
Yeah, I'm looking at it
pouches
right now.
and part. Yeah. So,
I'm just trying to find something that's going to be useful. Like this stuff that I can make with leatherworkers tools, I can also just buy it.
Mhm.
well,
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty much true of any of them. Did they get rid of herbalists?
No, I mean I'm proficient
it's
in
still
the
there.
herbalism kit.
Oh, it's just a kit now. It's not. Oh, they're under other tools. Okay, now I see it.
Well, Fran, just look at it this way. Is there something that you want your character to be able to do better? Like, because I'm going to do cartography because I'm always looking at maps. And then
One,
Joey says, "Oh well, roll survival, and you have advantage if you know cartography to read this map. So I want to
Also-
be able to read maps better, and that's my plan."
and you don't have to learn a tool. You could work on a skill, an actual skill. You could
Or
work on a
language.
tool. You could work on a language. You can actually go into fighting pits if there's any here and try to make money that way. You could go gambling and try to make. I think part of the issue is I don't think you know what all you can do on downtime.
Learn a new
Yeah.
proficiency, crafting, training, research. You can carouse, gain some favor and new NPC contacts within the town. You can recuperate, but you don't need to do any of that personally. You can run a business, which that Ebenezer's the only one who set up an actual business as of now. You can scribe spells or create scrolls.
If you have Clicker first. Oh, actually, you can do that at even. Right?
If you're a spellcaster, you can do it.
And then if
So-
you look at your skills, you could, if you don't have animal handling, you can pick that up. If you don't have Arcana, you can pick that up. Deception, like all the skill lists, you can start working on those as well.
Yeah.
Nature, perception, performance, religion, whatever the ones you don't have.
So Joey, can I like look at this stuff over the next week and just text you the things that or the thing that I want to learn?
Absolutely.
Okay, that way I'm not wasting game time.
No problem at all. Everyone else?
Well, Odie can go.
Odie, what are you doing with your downtime, sir?
I'm first. I'm going to the mayor's office, and I'm going to ask him if he has a cartographer that can teach me to draw better maps.
Given your association with Ebenezer, he would grant you his cartographer to teach you.
Yeah.
A very pompous individual named Muman.
All right.
Hauson. Muman Hauson. He's elven.
Of course he is.
Yep. So they will spend the appropriate amount of time teaching you. You do still have to pay for it, which is 20 gold a week.
Okay, and then it was...
Sorry, 10 gold a week. 10 gold a week.
So it was 9 weeks, because I got a
+1. Yep.
+1 in intelligence.
90 gold.
All right.
Mostly what you were paying for is all the paper you have to throw out because, no, do it again. Do it again. And just frustrating. You're learning from somebody formally trained as the least formally trained in anything person in the party.
I have a lot of informal training.
Yes. Yeah. Applied applicable training. Alrighty. Who's next?
Well,
Oh, wait, that leaves you with 3 weeks.
yeah. So, with the rest of the time, I wanted to kind of investigate the area. Maybe try to see if there are any like druid groups in town or in the surrounding area.
You remember that forest I pointed out full of Kender?
Oh yeah.
Not forest, sorry. Grove. Park.
Grove. Yeah.
Yeah, out there's a small druidic, druidic community.
All right. I will kind of foster relations with them and kind of let them know, like, hey, yeah, this is cool, and we got this spot I'm setting up, and I'm getting the sanctuary going. Just trying to get, good relations. Other than that, I guess I'd spend one of the weeks selling the stuff.
What are you
You
trying to
said
sell?
Well, you said that if we if we spent one of our weeks of downtime, we could sell the items that we found, like the just miscellaneous items, for more. Instead of half price, we'd get a good price for them.
I think they're listed
We've got
out.
some armors, we've got some weapons. I know we'll keep some to man the armory, but when we don't, then we'll kind of go out and get a good price for. Oh, and we never identified the light hammer that like mysteriously appeared next to Drask after we killed him. And there was also a serrated dagger. I don't know if it was magical or if it was just serrated.
It was just serrated, not magical. Yeah. Your party already has 2 magical daggers.
Yeah. These are assassins. They got a lot of magic daggers. I don't know.
All right. The hammer, however, is magical. It is a hammer of returning. A throwing hammer of returning.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. It does utilize strength, not dex.
Mm-hmm. All right, good to
Alrighty.
know.
And you said you're going to spend a week trying to sell all the shit?
I mean, I'll have to figure out what Brand wants to keep, like what we need for the armory. But yeah, I would just kind of, do my persuasion to sell everything else. See if I can get a better price.
So and just so you know how the armory works, what Fran does is she'll issue a trade order, and then and when she does that, the equipment cost is $100, and then $100 gold, and then an extra 100 gold for each defender. She can have a max of 12 defenders, and she can get those over this downtime.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 1,200, but because we have the smithy, that's reduced down to 600. And that's what completely stocks it. So we can just sell the items and then put that towards the 600 to get it full.
Would it be cheaper to just say it is stocked? Because we have the armory. Like, all this stuff came from an armory.
You can determine what you're putting in there. I gave you specific knowledge and numbers.
Yeah. So, how much does the armory? Well, either I don't know. I guess.
I mean, if we just
Have to look
take
into that
everything
closer.
that's armor and weapon out of what you gave us, can we just say that stocks the armory, Joey?
Yeah, that is what its purpose was.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's just do that, then we can sell the rest of this stuff that we don't want that's in here, Odvar.
Sounds
Rather
good.
than worrying about money for it.
Cool.
Well, I was just kind of stating that I wanted to do the selling, but we would figure out what exactly was sold.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was thinking if we
Little
just
later.
sold everything and then subtract the 600 to put that in there, that kind of gets us someplace.
That's fine. Whichever way. I just think that you're going to get less than 600 out of the things that we sell.
That's
Rather
what
than
I was
just
thinking.
restocking it, yeah. It's cheaper just to restock the armor and weapons, and then we can sell the other stuff and do with it what we want.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
extra tools and
Well, yeah, I'm not saying, because I'm just saying, like, for stocking the armory, it doesn't say it has to be 3 of these and 5 of these
I
and
know.
7 of those. It's
I
just
I
know.
wasn't
like a
sure how
flat
specific it got. So like if you have to have an armor and a weapon for each defender,
600. It's
whatever,
600 gold.
It just sort of
It's-
says, you
Hu-
get stuff.
It's 100 gold per defender, is what it
Okay.
says. But we have a smithy, so that reduces the price down to 50 gold per defender.
All right.
Here, I'll drop this in the chat so that everyone can read it. I'll drop it into Roll20.
So I guess I'll be selling kind of the extra toolkits and stuff like that we have.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're doing 4 months, right?
3. 1 month of 1 month we built the thing, and then we're doing 3 months after that.
Oh yeah, I know, but so it was a total of 4 months.
Total of 4
Yes.
months, 3 months of downtime. Yep.
4 months.
And that first month, I'm assuming we're not doing anything with our bastions because we're building it and getting it set up.
Correct.
So it's
And
3 months of bastions.
I'm just gonna average 30 days a month. How many rat potions do I find? Ooh, quite a few.
Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's on a 6, right?
Yeah.
13
Nice.
health potions.
13 potions, baby.
Dang.
Dude, that rat cloak on downtime, I thought of that. I was like, oh, I could just like, however many days of
Yeah.
downtime, just keep rolling.
I hadn't thought about it. And I guess Millie's eating the rats that come out.
Yeah, whatever. I
Yes.
don't care what happens to the rats.
We've got spiders to feed now too.
But
Yeah, we do have
I do
spiders to
care. I
feed.
don't want rats running around the estate.
I go outside.
He opens it up in the garden.
I just
And Millie's
throw 'em
just
out the
waiting there,
window.
excited, disappointed when you pull out a potion.
Yeah, kind of like the bearded dragon when I feed it in the morning.
Just, ooh, what's today? Aw. Just...
Crickets.
Now I have. Yeah.
All right. So, are you selling everything else over the course of downtime?
Yeah, I'll sell the
Alright.
toolkits and stuff.
Cool. Common items is 1d4 days. Roll me a d4. All right, 3 days. Next, roll me a persuasion check, DC 15. This will reduce the time by 1 day.
All right, let's persuasion nat 20. No one can refuse me.
Perfect. So now it's only 2 days of downtime to sell all this shit. Next, because the party has a relevant contact within guilds and other merchants, you reduce the time in half. So it takes you 1 day to find a buyer for all of this shit. Your base offer is 50%. However, you are capable of negotiating if you would like. A persuasion roll DC 15 or DC 20.
Oh man.
However, if you don't hit the 15, you get an offer for 25% of the value. You can either
Ooh.
take the static 50 or gamble half of it to get equal to 75% up to 100%.
I know what Neeson would do.
And he would probably lose as well. But
And yeah, just like Neeson, I'm gonna gamble.
Let's go. Huge
Dear
gamble.
No.
All right, so tally up everything else. You get 25% of its PHP value
All right.
just for
That's
common items.
That's
Yeah,
a
just
true Neesian
toolkits
to
and
gamble
stuff.
with a +1 to the skill.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Really honoring him there, aren't you?
if you're near my door, at some point you probably hear, "Oh dear Lord, they're doing it again. They keep just."
That's what happens when you only take a day to sell everything. You get a bad price.
Yeah. Hey, you,
got
I'll buy
3
it. I'll
months,
give you this
but
much. Sure. Just.
I don't know. I think I can get more. Are you sure? No.
Coming from someone that ends up with random stuff all the time, you might have a skewed idea of value.
Yeah, this toolkit's worth, I don't know, 5 copper? Like, just.
What about
Here, I
this bag of
found this.
buttons? That's like 3 gold, right?
Oh, wait, there's actually 3 gold in the bag of buttons.
Oh, now it's 5 gold.
That's how. Oh, jeez. All right, so that was 1 day of your downtime. Yeah.
He
Anything else you
sorta
want to
hanging
do?
out. Not really.
Alrighty. Oh wait, it's actually supposed to be bulk sale is liquidating multiple items. When selling 5 or more items at once, finding a buyer takes +1 days. So how many items were you selling?
Oh, yeah, it'd be +1 days.
O-
'Cause
only +1
there's-
day, not more?
Oh, is it for every 5 items?
It's
a
every
day?
5 it goes up by an
Oh,
additional day.
I thought if it's more than 5, it goes by a day. I mean, just say 3 days, just to cover my bases. I mean, I've
Sure.
got extra time.
Sure.
I'd rather just kind of hanging out.
So not
and I'll go pick up my boots. They have been ready, but I'll say I'll go
Yeah.
get my custom weird soled boots.
Sounds good. All right, who's next?
I can go if you don't want to, Ebenezer.
Either way, it's up to you. Yes, feel free. We'll
Okay.
Scepters first.
All right, I want to spend the first month navigating all of the portals that we know from the Iron Maw and spending money to trap all of them.
All the remaining?
All the remaining ones. I want to just build traps on all of them.
So
So if
I
someone tries
got thieves' tools, so...
I have a little extra downtime and the maps. I could assist him in locating all the tunnels. And...
See, there we go.
Advar pulls out maps and knows where they go.
Yeah, man.
He points out this little thing. It's called an atlas. It's amazing. Like, that's 90% of maps is knowing what the atlas is. Alrighty.
I just don't want to make them wide open entrances into the Iron Maw.
Right.
So
I'd say
maybe you could collapse some of them.
DC 15 thieves tools check.
I don't want to collapse them. I want to be able to use them.
Utilizing wisdom on this. If you are
Okay.
proficient in survival, you have advantage.
Well, Advar's helping me, so does that give me advantage? Because I don't have...
So long as he has thieves tools. Advar, you have thieves tools?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, then.
All right. $16.
That hits the DC. You properly outfit the exterior of all of the other tunnels with either traps or collapsing them so that people can't sneak down into your place. You see all of the entrances on the map, right?
Yeah, all the blue dots, right?
Yep. Which ones do you wish to leave? Just ping them.
I will... Oh, you mean which ones do I not want...
Yeah, which
He
ones
said
are
he
you
doesn't want
destroying?
to collapse any of them.
Oh, you're
I
not
don't wanna
collapsing
collapse
any?
any.
I brought up
Just
the
trap
collapsing of them, and he's like,
Yeah,
no,
I
I want
yeah.
him. I want him.
Okay.
I want to be able to move around the city secretively.
Okay. So you're leaving all of them open. The way we're going to do this is we'll change the black dot on the inside to white if it has an active trap there.
Okay. So the only ones that won't have a trap are the house.
Which is right here.
Yeah, it's right there, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't think I need to trap the one inside the church because that's got pretty heavy security around it already
Yeah.
with how hard it is to get to
Alright.
it.
So black on the inside means trapped. White on the inside means not trapped.
Yeah. Is this... So this is where the Iron Maw is, correct? Am I remembering that correctly?
No. That was one of the entrances into
Oh,
it.
that's just an entrance. Okay.
Yeah. The location of the Iron Mall is relatively positioned underneath Ebenezer's estate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the rest of them I'm just going to trap then.
Okay. So white inside, you can write your own, things for it. White inside, not trapped. The other one's trapped. And I'm going to say that probably takes up 2 weeks of downtime.
That's fine.
Yeah. Locating each of them, setting up intricate traps, so on and so forth.
Okay. Do you want me to... Do I have to pay anything for the trap materials?
Yes.
Set the DC or whatever.
Well, 16 is the static DC. 15 was the
Oh.
minimum to achieve it. It's the same
I
thing
mean,
with...
like-
I'm treating it like stealth. 15 is the minimum roll you have to do in order to be stealthing. And then whatever somebody has to roll a perception in order to see is the number you rolled on your stealth.
I wasn't sure if we determined what it would take to disarm these traps.
A DC 16, yeah.
It's just 16. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's... 1D&D streamlined a lot of this stuff just to make it very smooth with all of that. So for the cost of all of this, I'm going to need a persuasion roll from you, Nezian, buying these materials. Or a deception roll if you don't want people to know you're buying these materials for these things. Why did you just get all of that, like, wire fencing? Oh, for my goats.
Yes. I'm helping to build a petting zoo for the orphans. So I'm obviously rolling deception.
Yeah.
I am going to, well, humans get one reroll a day, so, or do you want me to burn one of my, gifted ones? It's your ruling.
I'll say you can use your one determination
Okay.
per thing
For
that you are
downtime
doing.
activity.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, well, you know you're getting a complication, right? Oh, wait,
Can I
it's still a 25% chance to get a complication. Yeah, what?
Can I burn a paid reroll?
You can.
I'm gonna burn a paid reroll. I'm gonna burn one from Goose and ha.
Oh, a paid reroll. I was like, well, what? What is that? Now I get it.
Yeah.
There, finally. Jeez.
Yeah, you're good at these, aren't you?
Yeah, if I roll higher than 4.
Okay, so that is... how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you were getting high-quality traps for them, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're valuing each trap at a static 100 gold.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations. Yes. However, your deception is very good, so you're getting, oh, wow, you're helping out the orphans? Let me get you a discount for this. So we are going to multiply that by 30%.
Do I get my 25% for the Artisans Guild?
That's what I was gonna ask.
I'm calculating it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the total comes out to 150 gold.
Perfect. Because I know where the rest of my money's going.
Gambling.
We're rolling every other weekend to gamble.
Yeah. Okay.
And as I'm doing this to myself, as I have stated, Nezian is a terrible gambler, I will be rolling all of these checks at disadvantage.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
If I lose every time I have, so be it. That's Nezian's character.
That is awesome. That's a win if he
Yep.
loses.
He wins if he loses, because he gets to be his character.
Yeah. If I eventually hit level 7 and I get my reliable talent, the Nezian's eventually gotten some of it away, but he's still going to roll with disadvantage for the rest of the time. It's just his floor is higher than it used to be.
Does reliable talent mean you can't roll less than a 10, or you
Yeah.
don't have to?
You can't.
You
I
can't.
think.
You can't choose to not use reliable talent.
I don't know.
Maybe
I
you're
guess
just
maybe
that
you
bad
could.
of a gambler, you don't even
I
get
guess maybe
reliable
you
talent.
could.
It's also if you're proficient in it that you have
Oh, that's
reliable
true.
talent. It's not
That's
all
true.
skill checks.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
if you are proficient.
Oh, I thought it was all skills.
Nope,
No,
it's
it's
proficient.
proficiency.
No, rogues aren't that broken.
Well,
They're
Shit.
broken, but they're not that broken.
kind of are.
Reliable
Roll
talent is
like
ridiculous. yeah.
35 on stealth. That's pretty broke.
But druids get to ignore stealth. What, you mean they react to a fly?
Yep.
So, to figure out what the wager limit is, you have the option of 10, 50, and 100 GP wagers per week.
How many weeks do I have left?
Well, you just spent three
Or 3?
doing this.
So I
Of
have
the-
9 weeks left.
9 weeks.
Alright, so I don't have enough money to do 50, so I guess it's 10s.
Well, you could
Well,
do 50.
so
You just
let-
might not do it the entire time.
Alright, yeah, so we'll start at 50 and see how it goes.
Oh, that's true, because you might
I might run out of money and I might have to start going cheaper.
run out of money, or you might
actually
break
win if I even with
Win a little bit.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Alright, we'll start at 50.
So, what game are you playing? Are you playing cards? You playing dice?
Russian roulette.
What? Yeah, with crossbows. Wait. You're first.
Nesian thinks he is skill-based, not luck-based. Or he thinks it's luck that screws him.
Sure.
So he needs to stick to skilled games because that's where he thrives
Obviously.
in his own head. So card games it is.
Card games it is.
There's enough luck that Nebuchadnezzar can blame it on luck, or Nesian can blame it on luck when he loses. But in theory, it should be a skill game. Dice is nothing but...
I love that you just
luck.
transferred our names like Joey.
Oh, I know.
It's really one person.
Yeah. So, you were choosing to play a luck-based game, not a strategy-based game.
No, I think I'm playing cards as strategy. Oh, I'm not playing like chess. I'm playing cards. Because Nesian thinks he's good at it. He's just not.
So, cards is a straight D20, no modifier. 50 bet means the minimum is a 15 to be successful.
Okay.
You make 3 checks in total.
Okay.
One is intelligence, and one is wisdom. It's gaming set, investigation, insight.
Okay. So, all right. So, gaming set is intelligence.
Yep.
Okay. I do not have a gaming set.
So straight intelligence.
So there we go. 13.
That's one failure.
Okay.
Investigation.
Oh, it's so close.
2 failures. One insight.
The best part is I'm actually good. I actually have decent on all of these. Oh.
Hey, okay. You lose the wager. You didn't lose double the wager. You
All
only
right.
lost the wager. Next week.
Now I'm down to 225.
Let's go. Huge.
Failed that one.
Yep. Investigation.
Yep.
Insight. Oh, you lose double your wages. So you put up 50, but you lost a total of 100.
Okay. I've got 10 weeks left. Let's just make one more roll at 10 per week.
Okay.
And just figure out. We'll make one set of rolls and decide. We'll just do it by times 10. Whatever
Sure.
happens.
Sure. All or nothing. I like the gamble.
Yeah.
Love
We
it.
know how this is going to turn out. So-
Hopefully.
And it would have been an all or nothing by week 10, right?
Oh, yeah.
All in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting it's the disadvantage. It's killing me.
Yes. You did it to yourself.
I know I did.
I did
I
not
love it.
impose this on him, guys, at all. This is 100% him.
Oh, look at that, baby.
I
I
love
got
it.
a chance.
It would have been a critical success.
All right, baby. Here it is.
All right,
Here it
come
is.
Come on.
Insight. A 10 and a 10. Oh,
Just short. And
Just
but that's
missed it.
great role playing because it's just like it's that. Oh, I got it. It's this. I know I got it.
I got one bad beat. What are the odds when I'm sitting on 4 of a kind that guy rolls into a straight flush?
There's
no
no
way
way.
this happens.
No, you're just bad at gambling. He's like, I've got 5 of a kind. He's like, damn it.
Here I am, a sucker with only 4 cards. Just...
All right, so I do lose another 100 gold. So
I
I
love
am
it.
down to 25 gold, people.
Huge.
I freaking love it.
Huge. Alrighty, now for last. Ebenezer. Lord Moonshadow, if you will.
Yes. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. First thing, we get the bastion set up, and then I'm going to be spending the next 10 weeks. Why did we say 12 after that? I don't remember.
We
But
just
I
said
will.
3 months,
Yeah, 3.
which
Oh, maybe
ended up
that's what
being
it was.
12 weeks.
So I'm going to, in this time, work on my calligraphy skill.
All right. So you're trying to learn calligraphy?
Yep.
Okay. You need to find somebody who will teach you. Luckily, the mayor definitely has somebody. You have to pay them 10 gold a week to teach you. 10 minus your intelligence modifier, number of weeks total.
All right. Yep. 10 weeks. I have my
Well,
mods at 0.
Did some training.
I did. I did in the past. I think it was.
I think we did.
That
One
was
month?
1 week.
completely up
weeks?
to you to keep track of.
Yes.
So-
I just don't remember. Let me see.
I think the last downtime was a month, right?
I know I didn't make it through it.
Check your old character sheet. It might have been written in there. Because that was before we went over to the jumpstart
Yep,
sheets, right?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Because yeah, I don't know exactly how much. I just remember that you did do training, and then that gave me the thought, like, yeah, I should tag along with Ebenezer and get this calligrapher to teach me cartography.
Is it gonna crash if I open up 2 roll 20s? Let's find out. Oh, wrong game. Let's try that again. Oh, it's gonna be on a screenshot because we hold on one second.
Let me see. I might have made a note in my notes of how much downtime we had.
This one is refugee. Yep, I have screenshots of my old character sheets. Let me see if I have it on there. Well, I don't think it'll change much anyway. Well, I would change the amount of money spent. That's true. Documents. Personal. Dungeons and Dragons.
Do, 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 do.
Oh no, did I delete his old sheet?
If you
I
search Ebenezer, it should show up if it's still in the game.
We deleted the other game, I believe, didn't we? I'm looking at screenshots. I took screenshots when we moved over, but I think I deleted those screenshots.
It should be in this game.
Oh.
Yeah. So bio, 1 week spent working towards calligrapher skill.
Okay, so it was 1 week. All right, so 9 weeks.
Yeah, all
And
the
it
old
was-
games are still in here. They're just
Okay. Okay, so 9 weeks working on calligraphers. And you said it was how much a week?
10 gold.
All right, so 90 gold. Let me subtract that. Because it's important for the next things. All right, subtracted from my sheet. All right, so worked on that. Early on, though, probably before I work on calligraphers, after we get the smithy and the storehouse set up, I would like to speak with Lanner and see if I could discuss with him maybe working with us or coming to work for us or show him my new shop. And I'll probably start off by asking him if he could come look at my shop and give me his opinion on it.
All right. So roll me persuasion. This will be a week of you trying to influence him.
All right. And could I use my humanness, my human? Ooh, 24.
Nice. So, Lanner likes what you're doing with the place, and he's even willing to use his time to build the smithy, since you do need somebody who's a skilled smith to build a smithy.
Right, yes.
He is willing to do that for you. No problem, no questions asked. As part of, helping out the city. And if you want to commission him to come here and work, he's more than happy to do that. But until you can afford his skilled labor wages, he's not going to be working in some small rinky-dink place. His
Yes, of course.
labor is worth 20 gold a week.
Yeah, understandable. And the when we get there, it's always an open invitation if you decide to sooner. But when we can get to the point that it's affordable. Yeah. Anyways, it's an open invitation.
Now you know you ain't gonna get me to come here for anything cheaper, right? I keep telling you, you gotta know your worth. I know my worth.
I do understand that, and I respect that of you.
All
and so
right.
much
But yeah,
appreciated.
if you want to commission me at any point in time to work, and you want me to work here for any reason, no problem at all. All right, just let me know. I'll come through.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. I mean, much appreciated.
You're welcome. And in addition to that, you do get to pick up your breastplate, which has been completely fixed up for you now.
The splint armor, yes.
Yes.
Um,
split.
and then, all right. So that's that part. My next question for you is: we have 3 months of Bastion, correct?
Correct.
All right. So, for the two things, for the storehouse, I'm just doing it under Bastion rules rather than because I know we get discounts on stuff and stuff. But so spend the first week I spend 500 gold to have my storehouse buy, and then the next week to sell, and I get 10%. Maximum I can is 500, so I get 50 gold. And I'm going to be doing that over the next 12 weeks, so that's 300 gold.
There you go. 300 more gold.
And the last thing that, or one other thing that I would like to do, and I don't know exactly how this works with my smithy, and I know we get discounts, so maybe that's discount on bulk items. I do need to get my splint that I picked up early on at the beginning of our downtime and transform it into plate. How does that work? Plate is 1,500. I know we get a discount.
You do get a discount. What is your static discount again?
Let me find it. I want to say it was 25%. Where is it?
Artisans Guild?
Yeah.
It's 25% with the
It's
Artisans
25.
Guild.
Okay, yeah, 25%.
So, you will need 1,125 gold. However, Lanner will alert you. He is the only person in town who is capable of crafting that for you.
Right.
And you're getting the guild discount, which is the same as his discount. However, in order to fully outfit this, he needs unique metals that went with the original armor set to make sure it is as fortified as it can be. You can't really use different types of steel to create an actual functioning full plate. Right?
Understandable. Yes, yes.
So if you want this to work properly, you got to find me unique metals that were utilized in this original one. Now, I can identify that for you, no problem. I'm pretty curious about it myself. It's a very unique metal. But you will have to go out and find that for me, and then I'll be able to make that for you.
Perfect. Which, above the table, that's exactly kind of what I wanted to do in the future anyway, and that also gives us a quest. So.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got the splint, and I give him the ooh. Do I give him the money now, or do I wait?
You wait. He won't take your money until you have the material, because he won't make a deal until he knows it happens.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. He's
I'll
a
put
very
note on my sheet.
above-the-board type of person when it comes to his work.
Okay, I'll make a note on that. And then so that's done. That's done. Smithy's built. I think I am good, actually.
Good.
Oh wait, I still have 2 weeks. Is that right? I did 9 for the learning. Oh, I get to add calligraphy. I get 9 for the learning, 1 week to, okay, come check out my shop, blah, 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 blah. So that gives me 2 weeks to, do they put downtime in the new PHB or DMG?
They did, yes. But it doesn't have a compendium search function because it's in the DMG.
Okay.
I have access to the things. What are you thinking?
I don't know. That's why I was going to look at it to try to give me
Okay.
Is it
Corrals
under-
is still a thing. Gamble is still a thing. Fighting pit is still a thing. There is sell items, buy items, carousing, creating a spell scroll, running a business, which you can do, recuperating. Yeah, that's everything.
I believe since we have a new estate and a new title, it's probably best to go out and carouse a bit. Yeah, so 2 weeks of carousing.
All right.
Yeah, and I forgot about the Bastion things that you do.
Yeah, I was going to say you need to do your bastion at the end of your turn, but I forgot. Because you
Alright.
can harvest.
Yeah.
Now, when you are doing carousing, you have to choose what type of people you are carousing with. There's the common folk, there's the working folk, and then there is the high societal folk. You being a lord, you have access to all three. You are hailed as a commoner who has turned into a folk hero who now holds the title of lord. You can carouse with all three groups seamlessly.
Perfect. I think at least 1 week with the nobility, because I'm sure a few of them are inviting me to events or whatever, or maybe however. And 1 week with commoners. Or should I? Do you guys think I should do 2 weeks with the nobles? Because that might lead to other things. Or should I do 1 week with nobles and 1 week with commoners? Looking for input.
Nesian thinks your responsibility to the group is to meet with the nobles. Nesian sees you as a face towards reputable stuff. So
I see your point, Nisian. Yes. I must help out the cleaning crew and help out the city and make some new friends there. So yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know,
and I can always donate money to the orphanage.
yeah, I mean, you want to help people. The easiest way to help people, Ebenezer, is to get the other lords on your side to follow your vision for the city and what is
Yes.
best for the people.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
the top-
agree. From the
yeah.
top. From the top.
From the
best way to
top.
eat a pie or a cake is top down. No idea
Trickle,
what that means.
trickle down economics, Ebenezer. Trickle down.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2 weeks.
Oh
Nobles.
dear.
250 gold per week.
All right, that's fine.
Oh, that's
still got
almost
money.
as much as I lost gambling. Next time we do downtime, I got to split it up like 75% losing at gambling, 25% doing heists to make up the money that I lost from gambling.
Right.
I need to
Right.
remember to do crime next time.
Do crime.
Oh.
When in doubt, do
Do crime.
crime.
Yes. To make up for my gambling losses.
All right, so 1 week of carousing with nobles, 250 gold.
All right. I already deducted 2 weeks off of my.
Okay. Time for you to make an impression. You're either going to roll a persuasion, deception, or intimidation. How do you want them to perceive you?
Yes. Well, we all know that my deception and intimidation are wonderful, so I'll use persuasion. All right, persuasion, first week. Let me take it off of advantage. Oh, not bad. 19. A little stumble.
19 hits the DC. Next, you have to handle troubles. Insight or sleight of hand. This is avoiding scams, detecting lies, or staying out of any potential brawls.
Insight. 11.
Okay. You are not. That's 1 success, 1 failure. And now a straight luck roll. D20. No modifiers.
Oi. 7.
Okay. So for the first week of carousing, you have 1 success. You do not gain any useful contacts or rumors. There's 1 embarrassing or awkward story I will let you generate.
All right. Yes. Well, I hate to admit this, but when we were at the, there was a dinner that was had, and I was there, and I just kept making a fool of myself. I didn't know which spoon to use with what fork, and what knife, and there was a few chuckles I gathered from the other people as I was learning how to navigate the meal.
Oh no, that's the soup spoon, sir. Don't worry, Lorian will teach you proper etiquette if you so desire, but that requires 10 weeks of downtime. All right, so now you're going to carouse with the lower class? Or are you
No,
doing
it'll
nobles
be
again?
It will be nobles again.
Perfect. Well, 250 gold.
Yep, I already had taken that off. So the first one is persuasion.
If you so desire.
Oi! 10.
Ooh.
It's okay, I'm not used to... I mean, I'm used to, but not in this society. I don't know Palanthas, that's why I'm here.
Now, insight.
13.
Damn. And now luck roll.
That one.
Oh, that means you are forced to roll on the complications table. D6.
Remember that, Nesian. Remember that. But this is good. This gives us a 2, a dose. The bar.
Ooh, scandalous. Ebenezer, you're just being nice and curt, as you usually are. However, it would appear that, unfortunately, one of the... Actually, let's make this more scandalous and embarrassing for you.
Come on, honor duel.
Esmerella Townsend, you seemingly caught her attention. She may have daddy issues. And of course, how you treat the situation is how you treat it. I don't think Ebenezer views her as a romantic entanglement, but she is clearly wanting to imply something of that sort.
Yes. No. You're a wonderful person. It's not you. It's me.
Now, rumors are now developing around town of how you are trying to entangle yourself into the mayor's family because
that fits
of
with
her
the backstory of
efforts.
what's happened. I mean, I was a bit mean to her in the cave, but then later on, trying to help her out, and
Yeah. Romantic entanglement. That's funny.
Yeah, that is actually really funny.
The best one would have been brawl wounds. That would have been a bad one for you. You come back after downtime beaten up by going to nobles' homes. All right, is that everybody's downtime?
I believe so. And then
The garden thing.
Yes.
I need to give them a task every week.
Yep.
It's 21 days. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's 12 weeks for 3 months. So
It's 21 days to plant, and then 1 week of harvest.
well, it's 21 days to change what kind of garden it is.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's 21 to set up, and that is what you have.
I thought it said it was 21 if you change what kind of garden it is.
Oh, it's right here. I'll drop it in the chat.
Because I was going to do the first 7 weeks, get healing potions. Then the next 3 weeks, switch it over to the poison garden. And then the last 2 weeks, to get the antitoxins. I have a feeling Nesian might need antitoxins as he learns how to use poison.
That checks out. That is what your garden does. So now you just harvest it, right? There's no roll needed?
No,
It's
no roll, no money.
It takes no rolls and no money, but it takes 7 days to harvest.
Easily done with the time that you have. You have people
did you
working
make?
the garden.
What did you do in the garden?
Antitoxin.
I did the first 7 weeks. I got healing potions, but seeing as how I did really well with the rat thing as well, then I switched it over with 3 weeks to the poison garden, which can either give me basic poison or 2 vials of antitoxin. So I took the 2 weeks of antitoxins, and then we might be able to get some more poison later.
So 3 weeks. So it was 7 weeks of
Healing potions.
healing potions. 3 weeks to change it, and then that's 10. And then 2 weeks of antitoxin. Is that what it was?
And you get
Okay.
2 antitoxins or 1 poison. So I'm going to take the antitoxin. We found 3 vials of poison in the Iron Maw, so we've got some poison, so I'll do some antitoxin this time. And now if anyone, for whatever reason gets poisoned, we have some remedies.
Okay. Now, everybody, at the end of your downtime, periodically you guys walk by the town board mission board just to see if anything is there. And some of you even have your ears to the ground. I would like each of you to roll me a perception check. I assume, Fran, you're asleep right now?
I think she is.
Yes.
Seems that way.
Holy, what is going on with my rolls today?
Oh, jeez. Do you want me to roll for Fran or not?
All right.
You may.
see. Perception. Oh, where's my guidance? That's right, dirty 20.
And you may roll for Fran.
Oh.
For 10.
Nobody's paying any attention.
Alrighty. Let's start with you, Ebenezer. While you're out and about, checking out the various places, you've been helping people medically. Most of the time they're coming to you, but sometimes you go out there and help them.
Yes.
You have caught wind that there's this new disease that seems to be rolling through the merchandising district, where people start getting these blackish dots that are appearing on their skin. And as of now, it hasn't expedited, but it's too many people from too different of business to be a coincidence. There may be something to look forward to in that. Nesian, on a 6. During your time hanging out in the city, listening to the crowds and moving around, you hear rumors that there's been some strange flashes of lights coming from the mountains on the opposite side of where the hobgoblins were. People are just mentioning that that's, hey, there's blue light just randomly flashed up there. I saw it. Yeah, it's real. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something. Maybe it's magical. Who knows? Fran. The hobgoblins and goblin folk in general have been very thankful for getting established as their own home. They don't want to join civilization because they view all this as pointless. But they're very thankful on that. However, they have had a few more issues with some of their traveling caravan that's selling goods to Palanthas and trading things with Palanthas going missing never arriving at the shoreline where Fran is the one that picks them up. Something's going on, clearly. 20 Advar. There is a wave of individuals that are becoming very annoyed at the fact that the library still hasn't been rebuilt. The people are getting restless because of this. Some people are becoming increasingly more agitated that no representative of either of the moons or towers has come. You hear rumors that there might be one of them out not very far outside of Palanthas. And you know that if you were to convince them to come to the tower, to the library, it would be reopened, which would quell a lot of the civilian unrest in the city. And also yield a mage for it as well. So everybody, these are your options for the next story arc. We're going to go off stream, but you guys are going to decide, and you may take additional time if you would like, on which arc I am going to create for all of you. Okay. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. See you next time.